So far, we've learned lowercase cursive letters A, L, C, D, E, I, G, O, J, P, U, Q, letter combination Q, U, Y, V, and T. Today, we're going to learn lowercase r, S, W, and H. The cursive lowercase r looks nothing like the manuscript lowercase r. To write the cursive lowercase r, we will start with a short upswing to midpoint, then slant down, come straight down, and finish with a tiny upswing. Again, up to midpoint, slant, straight down, tiny upswing. Short upswing to midpoint, slant down, straight down, tiny upswing. I'll do it twice more. Short upswing to midpoint, slant down, straight down, tiny upswing. One more time. Short upswing to midpoint, slant, straight down, tiny upswing. Looking at these, I think the one in the middle is probably my best one. The lowercase cursive s is another letter that is very different from the manuscript S. We'll start with a short upswing to midpoint, come straight down, and curve backward to touch our upswing. Then we'll trace forward and finish with a tiny upswing. I like to think of the lowercase cursive s as a baby duck. If we just added a beak and an eye and a wing. Again, the lowercase cursive s, we will start with a short upswing to midpoint, come straight down and curve back to touch our upswing, then trace forward and finish with a small upswing. Short upswing to midpoint, straight down, curve back to touch our upswing, and curve forward, tracing right over where we curved back. One more time. Short upswing to midpoint, straight down, curve back, trace forward, and finish with a small upswing. And I'll do one more. Short upswing to midpoint, straight down, curve back, pull forward, finish with a tiny upswing. And of those, again, I think my middle one is the best. Unlike the R, the lowercase w is similar to the manuscript W. We'll start with a short upswing from the baseline to midpoint, come straight down, curve up to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint, end with a dip. Short upswing, straight down, curve up to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint again, dip. Short upswing, straight down, curve up to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint, dip. One more. Short upswing to midpoint, straight down, curve up, straight down, curve up, dip. I think this one's probably my best. Our lowercase cursive h is pretty similar to our manuscript H. It's a tall letter, so we'll start with a tall upswing. Start at the baseline, tall upswing nearly to the top line, curve back sharply, and come straight down to form our loop. Then we come up to midpoint, curve over to 2 on the clock, straight down, finishing with a tiny upswing. Again, tall upswing, curve back, straight down, up to midpoint, curving over to 2 on the clock, and straight down, finishing with a tiny upswing. Tall upswing, curve back, straight down, tracing up to midpoint, curve over to 2 on the clock, straight down, finishing with a tiny upswing. One more time. Tall upswing, curve back, and come straight down, trace up to midpoint, curve over to 2 on the clock, straight down, finish with a tiny upswing. I think that my best one is probably this one. Now let's practice putting our letters together, connecting them to form words. Our first word is where, W-H-E-R-E. We'll start near the baseline with a short upswing to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint, dip and form our tall letter H, straight down, trace up to midpoint, curve over to 2 on the clock, straight down, upswing to form our E, loop around, upswing to start our R, slant, straight down, and upswing to form our E, finishing with a short upswing. Again, upswing to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint, straight down, curve up to midpoint, dip and up to form our H, loop back, straight down, trace over, curve around, straight down, upswing to form our E, upswing to midpoint, slant, straight down, and upswing to form our E with a tiny little upswing to end it. There we go. Where? The next word we're going to do is slip. S-L-I-P. Slip. Start near the baseline with an upswing to midpoint, straight down and curve back to form our S. Trace forward and a tall upswing for our L, straight down, upswing to midpoint for the I, straight down, upswing to midpoint, down to midpoint of the lower line, up to 10 on the clock, make our circle, and trace forward. Now dot our I, slip. One more time, upswing to midpoint, straight down and curve back to touch our upswing, trace forward and into our tall upswing for our L, short upswing for our I, short upswing for our P, down all the way to midpoint of the line below, up to 10 on the clock and make our circle, forward with a tiny upswing and dot our I, slip. Our next word is rush, R-U-S-H. Start near the baseline, make our short upswing to midpoint, slant, straight down, and here's our upswing to form our U. At midpoint, we come straight down and curve up to form our U, straight down, short upswing for our S, straight down and curve back, touch the upswing, and then forward and into a tall upswing for our H, trace over, ending with a tiny upswing. That wasn't a very good H. Let's try that one again. R, slant, straight down, U, S, upswing to midpoint, back, forward into our H. Should be a very small loop. Trace up, curve over to 2 on the clock, and a tiny upswing. That one's better. Let's do it one more time. R to midpoint, slant, straight down, curve up into our U, up for our S, curve back to touch our upswing, tall upswing, backward loop, and curve around to 2 on the clock, straight down, tiny upswing. And this one is definitely my best. Oh, I didn't do my best of the where and the slip. This is probably my best slip. And I think this is probably my best where. Okay, we have one more word, and that word is how. We're going to start with our tall upswing for our H, little loop, bring it up and around to 2 on the clock, straight down, and then we're going to go into our upswing, curving over to 2 on the clock, For our O, back into our circle, our dip, and up to the midpoint, and again, and a dip to end it. Again, tall upswing, coming down, trace up, over to 2 on the clock, straight down, upswing over to 2 on the clock, back to form our circle, dip, and here's our W, ending in a dip. I think this is the better one. So for your assignment today, please do a row of R, S, W, and H, one row for each letter, and make sure to star your best one. Then do a row for each word we practiced: where, slip, rush, and how. One row for each word, and star your best one. Make it a great day.